Good evening from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Friday, February the 19th market update. On the economic front, the monthly core consumer price index came in, it was actually up 0.2%. Core was down 0.1%, and year-over-year core was came in at 1.5. For some reason, I think earlier I said 1.4 on another broadcast, but oh well, it was 1.5. So Monday, there's really no big economic, releases. There is one thing of note. Ben Bernanke will be speaking before the House Financial Services Committee, and he'll be talking about prospects for employment growth. So not sure how that'll impact the market. We'll have to wait and see. And of course, after all the drama after the market closed, yesterday about the Federal Reserve increasing the rate of the discount window, which, like I said, I'm not sure any of the big banks are using it, have used it in months or however long it's been. And of course, it turned out to be pretty much a non-issue. That's why you have to kind of wait and see how it plays out the next day. So the dollar and gold both pulled back some today, and copper, silver, and oil all went higher. Light sweet crude futures were up another 75 cents to settle at 79.81 a barrel. Over to the point and figure chart for West Texas Intermediate crude. So we did print right up here, printed one higher, but we're still at the trend line. You see the new little red things. We're still around that area. So we'll see if this is about as high as oil is going to go for now and roll over or go higher. I'm not sure what's pushing oil up so high, considering that we've had a build in the crude oil inventories the last few weeks. But oh well, it often is not logical. What do you do? So let's take a look at the Dow. So the Dow closed up 9 points to 10,402. S&P closed up 2 points to 1,109. Nasdaq closed up 2 points to 2243, and the Russell closed up 2 points to 631. The Russell had the larger percent gain, up 0.37%. The Dow had the smallest percent gain, up 0.09%. So the Dow, we basically didn't really do much of anything. It was a decent day though for a lot of stocks. It seemed like a lot of stocks are breaking out and moving higher and have no volume to support them. Which, I mean, they can go higher without volume, but I'm not sure what that means. I'm sure we'll know probably next week what that means. But so we're right here around this 10,000, 400 level. So still have some more overhead resistance up here. I said all the indices are over their 50 except for. Actually, the S&P closed pretty much right at it today. So if you look here, the 50 is at 1,108.55. So we're above it, but we're still kind of right at it there if you look at the candle. So, but these MACDs are still going higher. If you look, I mean, we're getting near the 75. I mean, typically we get up in this area, we have some kind of a pullback. I mean, I'm still thinking we're gonna get a pullback. I don't think it's gonna be awful. I mean, it could be a big surprise and we make a lower high up here and then we come way down here. But I don't know. I mean, the market seems to be pretty resilient right now. So I think any dip, should be bought, even though there's a lot of negative Nancy's out there right now about the market. Let's take a look at Goldman Sachs, just see what it's doing. It's kind of busy. Goldman Sachs up a whole 45 cents, still hanging around in here. XLF a little higher today. Didn't close above the 30 there. Got trapped again. I've been talking about there's no volume in these financials, but some of them were moving up all right today. Some of them were. Bank of America is right into this resistance area from the previous breakdown, the trend line. So keep an eye on that. Let's go look at the McClellan. See what happened to it today, the NYSE McClellan. All right, well, so we really didn't go anywhere. So we're right about where we were. Actually got a little bit of red. Actually went down just a hair today. But we're still in this range. I mean, we can go higher from here, but still in the range where, I mean, I have positions out there, but I have reduced positions back dramatically this week pretty much. So, but I'm, definitely considering putting new ones on next week. I just want to see what the market's going to do first. Give it a few days. So let's go look at the VIX. VIX went lower, no volatility in the market, down another 3%. So how low will it go? Did stop kind of right there, not quite the halfway point, maybe a little lower than the halfway point of that large bullish candle. And gold, GLD still hanging tough, stuck right here in its little tight consolidation, not wanting to go higher or lower. Silver's looking all right. It's got a little more volume popping in here. It was kind of the most oversold when the gold and silver pulled back. Let's go take a look today at some other charts. Let's go take a look at gold. On the point and figure chart, this is the gold continuous contract. So let's look at it today. So gold is actually, it's been on a sell signal, but if it prints 1,130 an ounce, which is right here, we'll be back on a buy signal on gold, and it's been holding up really well. So, I'm thinking gold can go higher here. So let's watch that. Watch the FXE and the dollar, and see if gold's going to go higher. I mean, it's hanging pretty tough, and I'm thinking it might go back on a buy signal early next week. So we'll be watching that. Let's look at silver. Silver is on a sell signal as well. It's been, and this is actually so it's right here. I mean, it would have to go way up here to print like a 19 to get back on a buy signal for silver. So it's been much weaker. Let's take a look at copper. Yeah, they really beat up silver on this last correction, or I guess it wasn't really correction. It was just a pretty big pullback. Copper is on a buy. This thing's been flying. I mean, it's crazy how strong this has been. It and oil seems to be moving together pretty on most days. So we were up here, we're right here around this $3.26. I know it says 326, but it's $3.26 for copper. So we're right here, but we haven't had a 3-box reversal, so we haven't even got into a box of O's or anything. So copper's still been really strong. And now let's go to the sectors. So 11 of the 16 sectors we follow finished in the green today. The oil service index was the largest percent gainer, up 1.5%. The gold index was the weakest, down 0.94%. I've been talking about this rotation. We did have a little bit of buying in the banks today, but they're still pretty weak. Of course, gold got rotated back down into here. It's been kind of weak here of late, but I think its turn is coming to go a little higher. So of course we don't have any chart watch today because it is Friday. I will post my weekly watch list on Sunday evening. Let's go over and look at the current market signals. We follow the point figure charts for the Dow, the Nasdaq, S&P. They are all on buy signals. Of course, it was a pretty flat market day, so there's no change here. These are the current price objectives per the point figure charts. And that's really all I have for you today. So like I said, I'm kind of cautiously bullish. I mean, I think we are due for some type of a pullback, but right now I'm not thinking it's going to be all that steep. But we still kind of had a light volume today. I mean, it wasn't super light, but it was still kind of light. So we'll see how all this plays out next week. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.